What's up, guys? Let me know that you guys can hear me alright and everything. And we will celebrate Mr. Iwata with one of the first games that he created with HAL Laboratories before he controller isn't working. Yeah, it's a terrible situation. Hold on, let me fix my controller. We will start a fresh game here. Brand new file. Not sure why someone disliked the video, but okay. Cool, I guess. So yeah, Kirby's Adventure was Mr. Iwata's, I believe it was his first game with HAL Laboratories, or one of the first games that he was producer on. He also did Balloon Fight with Miyamoto. He was a huge part of HAL Laboratories, which, you know, amazing studio. I almost cried when I made the video announcing his death. That was tough. That was probably the last thing I was expecting to have to do today. So that was tough. The whole situation was just terrible. So young too, you know, 55. That's, man. But you can just see the creativity in this game. Like, I don't know. In '93, like, you didn't really have anything like this. Yeah, the whole Earthbound situation. Earthbound was pretty much a broken mess. And he rectified it and made it, you know, the cult classic that it is. Miyamoto is older. Yeah, I mean, going forward, it's gonna be very interesting. Because, yeah, they won't ever be the same. I mean, because, you know, it's tough to think of things to say. Just because, you know, the whole situation was just a shock. I didn't need to do that. And what really sucks to me is the whole situation about how, shit, I'm not focused. You know, about how he was apologizing for E3 stuff. And it's like, you know, telling people that, you know, he felt bad, and it's like, that's one of the last memories that we're gonna have of him, and that's a shame. I mean, granted, you know, E3 was rough, but, man. can't imagine, you know, how Miyamoto feels, how Reggie feels, how everyone feels. Because, I mean, this isn't something that happens normally. You don't see. I mean, this is the equivalent of, like, you know, someone like Bill Gates passing away. Like, you just, I don't know, I guess you just expect these people to be, you know, just timeless, ageless. Well, I mean, Iwata, I don't think, I think Nintendo will continue on the path that Iwata was taking them down. Both out of respect for him and because, you know, that's the direction they were taking. That's what was starting to work for them. So, oh, this game's awesome, dude. But yeah, I mean, E3 is, you know, dead and gone, and that's the thing. Like, I actually said it, you know. Yes, Nintendo may have disappointed at E3, but in 2 weeks after E3, no one's gonna care, because that's what always happens. You know, people get upset and then they move on because something else happens. You know, some other company messes up, or you know, something like this happens. I just can't imagine, you know, walking into work tomorrow as a Nintendo employee. But yeah, because I mean, he did care about the consumer because, you know, he wasn't a traditional suit. You know what I'm saying? Like, your traditional suits are the traditional suit is a businessman. I mean, even look at fucking Reggie. Like, Reggie was, you know, president of Pizza Hut before he worked for Nintendo. Whereas someone like Iwata was a programmer for HAL, and then worked with Nintendo, and then became, you know, his stock rose, and he became president of the company from a developer. And you don't really see that in American business. Like, American business is all about, you know, people who have managerial experience, people who have been in positions like that. They don't really give the outsider the shot. And, you know, that's one of the positives about Japanese business. Because, you know, you're never going to see anything like, you know, the manager of McDonald's, you know, the manager of McDonald's isn't going to frickin' become president of McDonald's. Well, yeah, I mean, and they should, like, Iwata was bigger than just, you know, Nintendo. Like, he was a staple of the industry. Like, he brought things, new ideas to the industry. I mean, look at fucking 2013, which was a terrible year for Nintendo. Did an American president, what would an American president do? Or what would not even say American, let's just say traditional. What would a traditional president do? A, he would either get fired if it was a publicly traded company, or two, he would fire people around him that he felt were bringing the company down. Did Iwata do any of that? No, he took a fucking huge pay cut and was like, okay, I'll make less money. No one's getting fired, we'll figure this out. And you don't see leaders like that in any walk of life. You don't have people, you don't have leaders like that. And that's what made him special. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what made him legendary. Was he was more concerned. was... I mean, I hate to say this, but I think he was more concerned about Nintendo than he was himself. To some degree. It's just... it's such a shock. You guys can talk in the room. I know there's a slight delay, but y'all can say whatever. I'll try to talk to you guys. Amazing game. I love this game. It's one of my... It's definitely one of my top 10 NES games. Like, it looks fantastic. It plays fantastic. They need to make an Iwata DLC. He would just be godlike. He would just destroy everything. Nah, I like my fire. He would just be maybe too advanced. You can't mess with Iwata DLC. I hope a lot of people make like Iwata characters for Smash and just make them like so OP. Yeah, that Earthbound video, I know what you're talking about. The Earthbound end credits where it has it's his music and he has like a small spoken word at the end. Like, I couldn't watch that right now. And one thing I kind of wonder is like Nintendo Directs, you know, those were like his, especially the Japanese ones, that is. Like, that was kind of his thing, you know, directly to you. So, I don't know, it would seem kind of weird if they continue in a traditional manner. Yeah, exactly, like, he was very... I don't want to say like Christ-like, but I mean he kind of had a Christ-like example, you know, sacrificing his well-being for his followers. Maybe it's a poor analogy, but I think it's fair. Such a great game. Like, look at these colors. Like, this is an NES game. Like, look at how varied the colors are and everything. Like, just way ahead of its time. And how the character changes and stuff. What's going on, Morpheus? This game has so many varied attacks. Just masterpiece. Absolute masterpiece. Yeah, Bill Trinan will probably do more directs, and I mean, I just don't know who will do, you know, the Japanese side of things. I don't like the needle. We'll let the needle go. That sucks. Friend messaging me. A lot of my real life friends like don't give a shit about video games. He's talking to me about some girl, and I'm just like, hey, that's cool. Whatever. Not in the mood to talk about women. As depressed as I am, this will make me happy because I absolutely love making this tree cry. It brings me such joy. Give me the apple. Now I spit it at you. Ah, shit. Just seeing him cry, I don't know. Maybe I have a problem, but... Ah, shit. Will we even get a direct? That's a good question. I think they'll still do one. Because, you know, at the end of the day, as impactful and as big as, you know, Iwata is to Nintendo, like, it's still a business. You know, it's still definitely a business. So I think they'll be very quiet. Just, oh, cry for me, you stupid tree. That makes me smile. You know, it's still a business at the end of the day, so at some point we'll get a direct. I think we'll still get one in August. Ice cream land, island. Like, look at the textures on this. Like, look at the... Okay, first off, let's look... This is gonna be a little video game history. Or less than game. Alright, so you have the foreground with the water on the bottom. Okay? That's its own independent image. Alright? Then you have the textures behind that, which give it the layer of depth, which is the bottom of the, like, the tree thing. And then you have the tree. Let me get to that here so you can see what I'm talking about. Alright. So then you have the top of the tree, which is what I'm standing on here. Then, if you look, they're not on the same plane as the bottom part. So this is yet another layer. And then, okay, the trees on top are on the same plane. But then you have the background water, which is an entirely different plane. Like, that's just, on an NES game, that's just nuts. And, you know, people, you know, take it for granted today because, you know, it's a big deal, but so ahead of its time. This was the perfect swan song for the NES. What's going on, Digital Man? And if you don't own this game, you really need to. So good. Like, look at this. It just looks so freaking good. And Iwata helped with that. He helped program this game. Good chunk of it. I miss HAL Laboratory. They're too quiet nowadays for me. Like, look at that. Look at all the layers in this. I know that's probably kind of boring for some of you guys, and I apologize if talking about the layers, you know, bores you, but I mean, you have just so much going on just in this little spot. So many different colors, so much contrast to each other. Ah, you piece of crap. Oh, yeah. Not tonight, Brian. Oh, shit. Look at that. That's such a cool attack. Like, it's just so creative. Ah, I missed it. Stupid real life people. Well, my friend just said he'd done me. Never mind. Let's get more ice cream on the ice cream island. Press the button. Oh yeah, this is fun. And like mini games. Like mini games in an NES, in a huge NES game. It's just crazy. Ah, shit. Yeah, I wish E3 would have been better received for Nintendo, just so, you know, it's not such a negative image left by him apologizing and trying to make it up to people. Night's tough, man. When I made that video, the little news video for Nintendo enthusiasts, like, my voice was cracking, because, like, it was crazy. Yeah, I think all the industry people are gonna, you know, come out and pay respects. Because, you know, it's bigger than video games. What am I supposed to do here? Suck this in? What's going on, buddy? I'm an idiot. That's how you can tell my brain is just not working right now. Gosh. Definitely need that spark. You know, I actually read tonight something I didn't know. Evidently, Iwata had something to do with Dragon Warrior's translation on the NES, you know, which was a huge game. No, I don't foresee them using the Iwata puppet, just because it can be seen as disrespectful. So I don't think we'll do anything like that. Like, we would understand it. Please understand. But others wouldn't. Yes, he passed away of bile duct issue related to cancer. What's my opinion on Super Mario Maker? I am really looking forward to it, honestly. I think it'll be a lot of fun. You know, some people aren't really big into creating your own game per se, you know, by creating your own levels. But it's frickin' Mario, like. Let me take a break. You know, it's Mario, like. It'll be fun. There's gonna be levels already created. You could download other people's levels, so yeah, it's gonna be totally fun. Donald Trump, yeah, he's dug himself a little ditch right up to president there, but no politics. Can't do any politics. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think there'll be something I think Nintendo will probably put something in Mario Maker. I mean, that hasn't gone. The game is done, but that hasn't gone to print or anything. Usually it's about 6 weeks. Grab my mic here. Usually it's about 6 weeks prior to release when it starts going to print. So yeah, I think there'll be some stuff in there for him. Yeah, Mario Maker is definitely. I mean, we'll get a review copy for Nintendo enthusiasts, but I don't think I'm gonna do that game. Kirby's crazy. Like people forget like the old Kirby ads, like the original Kirby ad. I think it was for Kirby and Dreamland on Game Boy. Go watch that ad after this stream. Go on YouTube or stay on YouTube and just search for the Kirby's Dreamland Game Boy ad. Like, that was a dark ad. That was a dark ad. So Kirby's always had that little edge to him. Just as of late, he's kind of been a bit subdued. But I mean, I did like Rainbow Curse. I thought a lot of people didn't like Rainbow Curse. I thought Rainbow Curse was fine. Like, I played it, I enjoyed it, I had a lot of fun with it. I reviewed it actually, and it was a good time. I mean, then again, I did enjoy Canvas Curse, which the game was based on, the DS game. So I was already used to the controls. I just think a lot of people weren't used to the controls. I think the bad president thing is subjective. Because you got to remember, without Iwata, there is no DS. Without the DS, there is no 3DS. The DS was amazing. The 3DS is amazing. And, I mean, the Wii reinvented games. I mean, for better or worse, depending on how you look at it. I mean, I loved the Wii though. Like, I wasn't writing for anyone during the time of the Wii. I didn't start writing until about 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago. No, about 4 years ago. And so I mean, I was just I had a Wii, a PS3, and a 360, and like most of the games I purchased were for the Wii. I just enjoyed motion controls in the first games. I bought it, just redid the whole game. And you know what's a very criminally underrated game on the Wii? Ghostbusters. And Ghostbusters caught a lot of flack because the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions had the realistic movie style, whereas the Wii version had the cartoon style. Which, as a kid, I had watched the Ghostbusters movies, but I was more familiar with the cartoon because I was a kid, So I loved it, and plus, using the Wiimote to reel in the ghosts and stuff was just great. Such an awesome game, and games like that really use the Wii controller to its fullest. And that was Iwata. That was Iwata. Just, I mean, so many games. Where should you start on Kirby? I would, if you can handle, pick this up. Pick this up on Virtual Console. It's fantastic. It still plays fantastic. I did this level already. Exactly. I mean, just such a great game, and it played best on the Wii. because of the controls. Yes, look, the Wii had its problems. I'm not going to sit here and say that it didn't. I mean, it was underpowered compared to the competition. It didn't, you know, a lot of games used waggle controls, which sucked. But you know, when a game used the Wii to its potential, like a first-person shooter, Silent Hill: Shattered Memories, Godfather Black Hand Edition, Super Mario Galaxy, Punch-Out, you know, all the awesome arcade-style shooters like Ghost Squad and House of the Dead, like, that was made possible because of the Wii. And, you know, Ghostbusters, I'm just looking over my Wii games as I say this. Ghostbusters, you know, just so many great games that were made better by the Wii controller. And Metroid Prime Trilogy, Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. I mean, in the same breath, there were games that were worse because of the controller, such as something like Skate It, you know, I'm just kind of glancing here. I don't really have any shitty Wii games. I got rid of most of those. But, you know, I mean, there was the bullshit games as well. Imagine an Iwata game. That would be something. Please understand. Directly to you. Oh man, I remember. Yeah, this level was tough. This game's not easy. FYI, like, this is not a super simple game. It gets very challenging. Like starting pretty much now. Yeah, I love Ghost Squad. Exactly. I couldn't think of the term light gun. Like, I don't know, it just eluded me. But yeah, light gun games. There were so many, and I loved them all. Like, even like Mad Dog McCree and crap like that. Like, they were just fantastic, and that was all Iwata because of the Wii's uniqueness. And you know, you could say the Wii hurt Nintendo because they started caring less about power and they started caring more about being unique. But I don't honestly feel that that if Nintendo entered the power race with the PS3 and the 360, like, that would have been in their best interest. Because they made a shit ton of money between the Wii and the DS. Like, that was insanity. Get away from me. Ah, no! And I am surprised they never did a traditional duck hunt until, you know, like, you have that Link's crossbow trainer game. Like, why not just give me a duck hunt instead of that? Wow, this little mushroom thing, pain in my ass. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit him, and then we're gonna leave. Get away from me! Yeah, dude, the parasol. And there's so many different weapons in this game. Get out of here. Eek. Get it. Oh, Jesus. Good. Out of my way. Nope. Shit. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see kind of what direction Nintendo goes in, because from what I heard, I can't pronounce his name, Takeda, I think it is, and Miyamoto are basically going to be like are going to be interim presidents until you know, a true successor is announced. And I really see them, you know, keeping the same sort of ideals. I think the NX, you know, is pretty much set in stone what that's going to be. So I don't think Iwata's passing will have any impact on that. I do too. I think a Duck Hunt game would be tough, and it would probably have to be something, you know, digital only or whatnot, but I think it could work. You know, not every game. That's the problem with games today. It's like everything has to be AAA, or else it's, you know, looked down upon or whatever in the industry. And it's like, get out of here, dude. Not everything has to be some epic quest and tale. Like, you know, some of the best games are just fun. Audio isn't matching the visual. Everything should be good. Everything's good on my end. Might want to refresh, because the stream is pretty stable at 30 frames per second. There was a couple dropped frames. Yeah, well, I mean, Iwata, the middle market, yes. Games, I just don't know if it can, because game development has just become so insane and huge and lavish. I think it would just be tough for... But then again, you do have games like Legend of K, which is coming out, which is, you know, essentially will be a middle market sort of game, you know. Not anything. Little laser. Ah, you idiot, Sean. Why are fish so dangerous on Nintendo? I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah. Right, I mean, the $40 games are genius, and I wish they would do more of them, but... What's up, Unforgiven? I just don't know how much longer they plan to ride out the Wii U. Like, is it even worth it to make the $40 game? But I think one of the interesting things to take away from Iwata's passing is, you know, this could actually, you know, be like a firecracker under Nintendo. Like, I'm not saying, I mean it in a sense of, you know, to honor his legacy, you know, creating, you know, just badass games and, you know, getting back to where they were and where they need to be. It's just, you know, you know, whenever somebody dies, you know, it's terrible. But just the timing of this, you know, with E3, the NX on the horizon, DNA, the new customer loyalty program, you know, that's supposed to be coming, Devil's Third stuff, it's just, you know. Hello, Zero. You have been noticed. Yeah, today is just, you know, any old Sunday until all this nonsense happens. I'm alright, man. Just playing some Kirby. Oh, shit. Oh, man, that sucks. But Iwata was just very charismatic as well. Like, you know, Jeff Keighley told a really good story. Okay, let me fix that. Jeff Keighley told a really good story about how he, when he first met Iwata, they did an interview, and he had a Wii controller. Iwata did the whole interview in Japanese. After the cameras were off, they did an interview, or, you know, Iwata started speaking in English to him, and was like, I can tell you're a gamer, check this out. And it was the first time, like, anyone had seen the Wiimote go sideways. And he showed him, he showed him, you know, how, basically hinting towards Virtual Console, because, you know, that was a main feature of the Wii. Freaking laser. That sucks. Yep, R.I.P. Iwata. 55 is way too young. Way too young. I'll be playing until I run out of lives. So far, not too bad. Kirby does have some weird enemies. Weird power-ups. It's a weird game. That's what made it stand out, though. Let me do a little, promotion real quick. On Twitter. And thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with me. I've always appreciated that. Well, I wasn't talking right there, so you probably wouldn't have heard my voice. Everything should be good now, though. What is a Waddle Dee? It's a good question. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're having stream issues, just make sure you refresh. You know, YouTube isn't always the most efficient streaming mechanism like Twitch, but it's more fun for me. It's easier. I don't know how to Twitch properly. Yeah, the directs. I mean, that's gonna be very interesting to see how they're handled from here on out. Because essentially, I mean, that was an Iwata creation. Oh, I love the tires. No, give me the tire back. Aww. Those Teletubbies. Yeah. They do look a bit like the Helpless Teletubbies. No! Ugh. Getting assaulted. Wake up! Steven, as far as I know, it's gonna just be Miyamoto Yeah, the tire is fun, but right now we're kind of stuck on the wood. So we will make do. Oh, goodness. No! Oh, I need that sword. Thank you. Like, even simple things like how when you jump, there's a spin animation. Like, that's just crazy. That's so crazy for an NES game. You know, the biggest problem with this game, of course, is the slowdown, but I mean, it's not enough to ruin the game or whatever. And I mean, it's just because they're pushing the NES so hard. That's quite the range of emotions there, Mr. Waterboy. Ooh, I need that health over there. Go, Kirby, go. Yeah. Ascend. Give me that. Aw, you rat bastard. That was too smart. I'll just roll off this cloud here. Yoink. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be very interesting to see how Nintendo handles things. What do you think? I don't need a warp station. I'm a fan of the Retro VGS. They're actually gonna start announcing games for it very soon. So more than likely, I will be supporting it on Kickstarter. Because I know enough of the guys involved with it to know that, you know, it's going to be a legit thing. To the point of, you know, you don't have to worry about, you know, scamming or whatever. Shit. But yeah, I'm very excited about the... I'm very excited about the Retro VGS, honestly. More so than, like, I want that more than, like, a PS4 or an Xbox One. Just because it's different, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these freaking systems that are coming out are just, you know, souped up PCs. Like, if I want to play a PC-like game, I'll buy a damn PC. You know, give me something a little different. Give me something unique. And that's hopefully what the Retro VGS will also offer. I don't get why some of you can hear me fine and some of you can't hear me at all. Kirby is not a species. Kirby is literally a ball. Like when you start the game, they tell you like how to draw Kirby. They're like, make a circle and then do the ski vertical or something, you know, something like that. And you draw eyes and then you got a Kirby. Kirby is a Kirby. Is who okay? Shit. Is who okay? You have to tell me, you have to answer me first. Ooh, handle him. The business. Am I okay? I'm okay. I mean, I'm sad, but, you know. It sucks. That's why we are playing this awesome game. In honor of Mr. Iwata. There's some really good effects coming out here soon that the NES has no business being able to pull off. Oh wow. I don't have anything. Yeah, music. Yeah, it's bile ducts. Just I can't help but think music is the weapon. Revolution X. Oh man, this game's so great. I think this game is like a perfect representation of Iwata. Just because it's very quirky and fun. Black mold, really? That's pretty crazy. Ooh! I never get number 1. I'll take that one up. We'll play this thing all night. We're gonna beat this game. Probably not, but we'll get far. Yeah, it's a transformation, all right. Probably not the one that anyone wanted, but alright, here's an amazing effect. Look at this on the fucking NES. Like, that's crazy. This isn't supposed to be happening. So impressive. How often do I stream? I think this is my 3rd one on the channel, so not that often, but I don't know. I might do them more often. I mean, they seem to do well. Good supplemental content. I mean, I didn't plan on doing a stream or anything tonight, but you know, obviously, you know, things have happened. So I decided to do one. Just depends on what's going on, you know, in the work week, how tired I am, what other projects I have going on. Yeah, this game holds up amazingly. That's Nintendo. Nintendo games always seem to stand the test of time, even if like graphically, you know, there's some areas like N64 games, you know, have some issues. Just because of the fog, and you know, you can't really get them to play play in HD, but in the same breath, I mean, look at how amazing the N64 Virtual Console looks on the Wii. Like, it's slightly upscaled from, I think it's from 240 to 480. Could be wrong. No, it is. So, like, there's higher texture resolution. I'm getting my ass kicked. Alright, we need to focus. Oh god, you idiot, you were turning the wrong way. Yeah, the GBA one was good too. Yeah, I have an N64 too, and I love it to death, but I mean, some of those games just haven't aged that well. Just because... Holy shit! I'm gonna be honest with you, as many times as I've played this game, I've never gotten the one up on these, and I've gotten 2 in a row. People are good luck. Yeah, this game could easily pass for a very early Super Nintendo game, in my opinion. Super Mario 64... I can't agree with you on that just because of the fact that there's one on the DS that still holds up very well. And the thing about the DS one is when you play it on a 3DS, you can use the analog nub, and it feels amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, yeah, like, I love that game to death. I still play it just randomly. Oh, we're about to get more pretty graphics. Look at that scrolling. Just gorgeous. So fluid. Look how fluid it is. Ah! This is like some Mode 7 type shit. Oh my god, I was reading the comments. Ugh! Alright, let me get through this part. And... try not to talk too much. Yep, this is an 8-bit game. NES. Playing on the Retron 5 with the NES controller. Because no matter what anyone says, I love the Retron 5. Look how fluid I die. Go to hell. Alright, I need that one up. That is key. That's dirty. Iwata putting the spikes under there. I think I go here, and that brings me over there, and that brings me up here, and level completed. Can we do 3 in a row? Holy shit. I can't believe I've gotten 3 of those in a row. I swear to God, I've never gotten one before. Ever. As many times as I've played this game. Pretty graphics. It's quite the ride. Sub-boss. Needle. Needle is not very personal channel. This is where I do crap I want. So be sure to subscribe. Actually just uploaded a video on here today. I've done so many videos. I did Week in Review on Saturday after my day job. I did a video today for this channel. And then I did the news report about Iwata passing. And then I did this. The first channel is Nintendo Enthusiast, which almost passed 10,000 subscribers today. Pretty good for only about a year's worth of work. That's tied in with the website, of course, which I am editor-in-chief of. So I can't be quite as crazy on there. Oh, goodness. Here, just anything goes. I do whatever I want. No! I needed that one up. Maybe. Thank you, Javier. Oh, I couldn't do 5 in a row. Awesome, glad to hear. Oh, this is fun too. 8-bit game, folks. 8-bit game. With mini games. How did he smell? Ah, sugar! Oh yeah, like... It's funny, because a lot of people... Like, the Nintendo Enthusiast channel is pretty much where I got my start of making videos. Well, it's not pretty much. It is where I got my start. And this, I just kind of... I made this channel just because I wanted to talk about retro games. I wanted to talk about retro games and not have to talk about Nintendo all the time. Like, I love Nintendo, but I also love Sega, and I love the 3DO, and I love the Sega CD, and the PlayStation 1 and 2, so Xbox original, so that's what this channel's about. Yeah, Jason does. It's called Tales of a Noob Gamer. Not nude. I'll write it out. That's the name of his channel. He's not quite as active on there, but his shows are more like heavily produced, where if you watch anything I've ever made, it's, you know, it's not very good. I have to get by on personality, he gets by on production values. Sega Enthusiast. You know, I actually tried to pitch to the site owner. I was like, what if we did Retro Enthusiast? He was like, no. I was like, come on. He was like, no. I was like, alright, that's cool. Because, you know, retro gaming, it's popular, but it's still kind of, you know, still kind of underground a bit. So. But guys like, you know, the the Angry Video Game Nerd, and John Tron, and Game Chasers, and Gamester81, and Metal Jesus, they've made, you know, retro gaming stand out more. And, you know, become relevant again. And I think that'll be interesting with the Retro VGS to see how well it does. It's gonna be like the litmus test. But I mean, there's already, you know, Collector Vision Games is already, you know, fully behind it. Pierre Solar is coming to the Retro VGS. Supernova's Arc 3D. So, I mean, it's already got an interesting, I won't say necessarily, like, good, but Pierre Solar is really good, and Collector Vision Games, you know, they're really good old-school style games. You know, something like Supernova's Arc 3D just shows, you know, where they're going in that direction. Yeah, Metal Jesus is awesome. Yeah, he's a super cool dude. I've talked with him a couple times. Well, that's interesting that you say that, like a new Clay Fighter, because one of the things that they're doing with the Retro VGS is trying to bring back, you know, abandoned and old IPs like that. So, I don't know, you never know, it could happen. I'm surprised it's doing so well, but I am starting to run out of lives. Ice cream. I would like some ice cream. I have some Italian ice. I may eat some after this stream. The stream's been going on for a while. I didn't plan on it going very long. I didn't plan on doing very well in this game. No, you get away from me. No! I need it, but it's dangerous to go alone. What are my most anticipated games? I'm still looking forward to Devil's Third, Xenoblade, 90s Arcade Racer, Fast Racing Neo, Super Mario Maker, Fatal Frame. Well, lots of good stuff coming up. Yeah, pretty much that stuff. Go. I need that. I got it. Are you talking about the F-Zero with Criterion stuff? Or are you talking about like the Mario Kart 8 DLC or what? Oh, the spiritual successor. Yeah, you can't have a spiritual successor when the people making it weren't like anyone. Like it wasn't like people who made F-Zero were a part of that. It was just like some random ass people who were like, "Yo, we're gonna make a F-Zero game. We're just gonna like steal all the sprites, and yeah, it'll work." And I was like, "No, it won't work." You know what's actually pretty interesting is that Red Ash, the spiritual successor to Mega Man, is just Mega Man Legends. It's just not doing well. I mean, it's doing good by Kickstarter. Kickstarter means, but you know, it's not doing like all the other big Kickstarters have been doing. It's almost like people are maybe burned out. Yeah, Fallout 4 is gonna be awesome, but my laptop sounds like it's gonna blow up any day now, and I don't have a PS4 or an Xbox One yet. Just because there's not really enough for me to warrant. Like, if I could pick one up for $200 or something, yeah, I'd do it. But I'm not gonna drop, you know, $350, $4 on a system that's not gonna get a lot of playtime from me. And that's not to say that, shit. Like, I'm very interested in playing games like Batman and stuff, but the problem is that I am editor-in-chief of a large Nintendo website, and you know, we're constantly reviewing stuff, so it's not like I have a lot of free time to play something like excuse me, let me get a sip of my drink here. But yeah, I don't have a lot of time to really play other systems. is what it boils down to. So you got the Wii U, you got 3DS, and then I'm trying to do stuff on this channel, so, you know. Oh man, this is my last life. Maybe I can earn an extra one. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Shit! I don't think the YouTube gaming app comes out until August. And I literally know nothing about it, so... I don't know, I guess I'm interested. Oh, goodness. Yeah, this has crap written all over it. Well, folks, it looks like we've reached the end of the game. I will continue just for the save state. But yeah, so if you guys have any final questions, feel free to ask away. I'm probably going to end this in about 10 minutes. So, you know, if there's anything you want to ask or talk about, you know, now's the time to do it. Speak now, forever hold your peace. We will play some quick draw though. And this is how we will end things. With the lovely quick draw. Should I get the new 3DS XL? Yes, I love mine. The 3D is better. I love the second analog stick. The OS is faster. Any more thoughts on Iwata? Amazing individual, amazing man for video games, a cultural icon, and a one-of-a-kind individual. I really want to beat that. Put me back in. Do the high jump. Yeah, I love the new 3DS XL. I think it's fantastic. It's amazing. Exactly. He always spoke directly to you. Yeah, freaking legendary programmer. The Retro Trio, I'm assuming that's like the Retron 3. Buy a Retron 5. Retron 5 is just great. I love the Retron 5 to death. And I will never... I've had zero issues with it. It plays everything I throw at it. It allows for imports and import patches. So you can play like a Famicom game and use a patch. You can play Super Famicom games on it. I've got some Super Famicom games coming in, actually. So yeah, I love it. I use a variety of sites. PunchOutGaming.com is one of them. NewWaveTraders.com is one of them. I join a lot of Facebook groups. You can get some good deals. Just type in like retro gaming in like Facebook groups, and you know, things will pop up. Look for a guy named Quoc, Quoc. He's a very good dude. If he's in a group, that's a group you want to be in. eBay, I try to snipe stuff on eBay, and your local garage sale things on Facebook. Actually, Darker Phoenix, I have a video on this channel called Retro Gaming, or Buying Retro Games Do's and Don'ts. So take a look at that after this. See you, Goober. Or Gobber. My main in Smash is Little Mac. I've heard the architecture is somewhat compatible. I've heard that the system will actually have backwards compatibility. The NX, that is. So, I don't know. I think it's still too early. It's all just rumor and speculation. Alright, so we're going to end this. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, playing some awesome Kirby. You know, remembering Iwata. Legend, God among men, and an awesome person. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, be sure to do such. I do videos on here. I try to do at least, you know, one a week. A couple different things on here. Retro gaming primarily. Make sure you are subscribed to Nintendo Enthusiast YouTube channel. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, which is amazing. And I will see you guys later. Yeah, be sure to like this video too. That helps me get noticed by people. And alright, everyone have a good night. And thanks for watching.